Hello everyone, my name is Chloé Bro. I'm working at C.O.M.I, China Outbound Tourism Research Institute, and today I am with the Professor Dr. Wolfgang Georg Alt, the Director of C.O.M.I. So, Professor, C.O.M.I will launch in July this year a new publication, C.O.M.I, China Outbound Market Intelligence. So could you please tell me more about C.O.M.I and how was the idea developed?
Yes, certainly. We have started the China Outbound Tourism Research Institute in 2004, almost 10 years ago, and we have been working all these years on this market. And as you know, in the last few years, China has become a bigger and bigger source market, and actually since the year 2012, China is now the #1 tourism source market for international tourism in the world. And with this, the number of people in the tourism industry, in the administrations, in the academia, all have become more interested in the Chinese market. And as in the past, the question was, is this market really existing? Now the question has moved rather to saying, will this market develop further in the future? How will it develop? And so, as we have been discussing in C.O.M.I many times, it's not only that the market is growing in numbers, it is also growing in segmentation, it is also growing in the diversity, which kind of tourists you have, what they are doing. So it becomes more and more important to give more detailed and more insightful information. How are these different segments of the market developing now? And of course also, how will they develop into the future? Is it worth really paying much attention to this market? Is it worth really to train your staff to adapt your product?
What makes C.O.M.I so unique?
Well, of course there are other publications. There's a lot of online materials, some are free, which are telling you some numbers and telling you some basic information about the Chinese market. But you can also find a lot of things which are too simple. So everybody has heard about that the Chinese people don't like the number 4. But if you have some sophisticated traveler, they think, well, that's a superstition. Maybe my grandfather or some peasant in the countryside is still believing that. But for us, as sophisticated people who have been maybe studying in a foreign country and working as a modern entrepreneur in a media company or something like that, so for us this is of course no longer relevant. So you have to distinguish between the different kind of people. And you have, most of all, to see how will the development be from now. So we have what we call the second wave of China outbound tourism just starting, and what we know about China outbound tourism from the past is no longer valid for the future. So forecasting is something which becomes more and more important, and where we fortunately have put together something we call the C.O.M.I China Outbound Tourism Expert Panel, which is a group of up to 100 persons who are the main players in the field. So we have academics who have been working on this market for many years, both inside China and outside China. We have experts, managers from the tourism industry from different countries. We have, for instance, the representatives of national tourism organizations based in China. So all these experts are coming together, and they every month produce a China Outbound Tourism Index, so where they are looking at the last year and at the coming year. So they're analyzing how was the development in the last 12 months and how will the development be in the next 12 months. And we put all this knowledge and expert know-how together into an index number, which will be very simple to understand and to compare month by month. And of course we also qualitatively look at the comments and try to analyze and try to see what are these experts forecasting.
Thank you for the information. And can you tell us when this publication, C.O.M.I, will be accessible to the public?
Yes, certainly. So now as we are talking, it is June, and on the 10th of July, so in a few weeks, we will publish the first issue. So at the moment everybody in C.O.M.I is busy in preparing it. and it will be published every 3 months as an online journal. So on the 10th of October, 10th of January, 10th of April, 4 times a year. So I think it will be a major addition to the sources available for the China outbound market, and so I hope that we will find a lot of interest. So we certainly, together with our country partners in many countries and together with the China outbound tourism expert panel, we certainly try our best to give it the best possible content and the best possible quality available.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you very much.